Hello and welcome to the DRIVETRIBE Cool, where we rate cars from biohazard bad to radioactive good. But it's a little bit more complicated than that, as you'll find out. Shall I welcome our guest? It's Richard Hammond!
Hello.
Hi!
Hi, this is totally surreal.
That was professional,
It was
wasn't it?
pretty good.
Were you impressed?
No.
No, that's fair enough.
So what you've done, as far as I understand, is take something that's very familiar to me, the concept of a cool wall.
Yes.
And it was simple.
Yep.
It was a simple proposition.
Yep.
And we did this every week on the show about the time you were born.
Yep.
And it's now really complex.
No, it's more fun.
Okay. Explain it
It's a
to
bit
me.
different. It's a bit more fun.
Yes.
So,
What happens?
imagine your cool wall like this.
Yeah.
But with cars, but also scenarios. So you're picking your car for a specific thing. You're not just picking a car out of the blue. It's for a thing. Would you like to see those things?
Is this whole exercise for the sake of avoiding copyright issues?
No, what are you talking about? Literally know what you're talking about.
I've noticed also the cool wall has extended now
Yeah.
to encompass that one
Yeah.
and fire.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then even the buckets at the end that mean it's even...
This is modern.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
This is cool.
So it's very
Let
nice
me-
of you. Thank you for having me along. by
That's
the way.
okay.
What have we got to do?
So what I'm going to do for you, Rich, is I'm going to give you these scenarios.
Okay.
And I'd like you to have a little read through them, okay?
I haven't.
Got your glasses? Good.
I have, but they're sunglasses. But trust me, they're prescription.
Okay. So you're going to have a little read.
Shall I read them out?
Yeah, you can do if that's how you feel.
One of your employees puts his car in a ditch at 30 miles an hour. This is a vehicle you have to tow him out with.
Good.
That has happened.
Who was it?
On the very first recording of the very first Top Gear back in 2001, early, Rolly, you've met him,
I know Rolly.
Roland French. Hi, Rolly. We were all driving into the studio record, first day, and just on the last couple of bends before the studio, there was a Toyota MR2 through the hedge and in the woods.
And it was him?
It was him. He'd done it on the way to the very first one.
It was quite embarrassing, no?
Have you ever pulled anybody out of a hedge with a car?
No.
What's wrong with you? Why not?
I only learned to tow the other day.
I was pulled out of a ditch in Sweden on the launch of the Toyota Land Cruiser, which I crashed.
You crashed on a launch?
Yeah. And I was lying there, sort of, admittedly on its side a little bit, and out of the woods came crashing a Haglander.
What's a Haglander?
It's like a tracked sort of military vehicle, out of nowhere.
What, to save you?
Yeah.
To rescue you?
Yeah. Pulled me back out onto the snow-covered road and on I went.
Did you tell anyone?
Well, it was fairly obvious.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you wouldn't have
ruined?
struggled. So the next one is, Oliver never existed and this is your car that you actually drove across Botswana.
It's a good one. I'm glad I thought of that because that's a good scenario.
I was only ever going to be Oliver.
Yeah, well, not today.
Because I looked at all and as soon as I saw Oliver,
Yeah, not
I'm
today.
having
then.
that.
He doesn't exist.
Okay, so that's what we're going to have to think about.
Yeah, next one, come on.
Our other choice is, so each car we look at, we have to go into one of these categories.
Exactly, yeah.
You time travel to a different decade. Your car needs to blend in and function. What car would you pick to survive the 1960s? Good God. So if there's a 1960s car comes out of your envelope,
Yeah.
we'd put it in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you only see one car at a time, so you've got to make your decision, then you're stuck with it. You can't rearrange. So when you get to the end, that's what you're stuck with. That's the jeopardy, Rich.
So how many cars are there?
Well, enough for the things.
Okay.
5.
You're delivering blood to another hospital that's 2 hours away with urban and rural roads. This car needs to get you there on time but smoothly. Bloody hell, that's boring. Delivering blood, though, is quite exciting. I did work with the blood bikers.
Yeah, you did.
I
During COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't deliver blood, I delivered drugs.
Ooh.
No,
I think you should probably clarify.
yes, from the hospital to
The
people who-
good drugs, not the bad ones.
Yes.
You weren't a drug dealer.
No.
Okay. Just
No.
thought I'd clarify.
No, from the hospital to people who couldn't get to the hospital. I delivered on my motorcycle.
You're a hero.
Thank you.
You're an absolute hero.
Thank you. Actually, it was brilliant. The roads were empty.
Yeah, you just flew.
Went like hell. It was superb.
And you've got an excuse as well because you're doing a good thing.
But I was giving it so much death. All their tablets were smashed up by the time I got them there. Final one is you started a classic car restoration business. You must sell this car to fund the initial startup costs. What car gives you enough money to avoid falling at the first hurdle? Oh, don't I sold my Lotus, my Bentley, my 69
Well, you're about to sell
Porsche.
something else, my friend.
Okay, so those are the scenarios.
Yeah, would you like to see the cars?
Yes, I would.
This is the magic envelope.
So who makes a decision?
What do you mean?
Me.
Well, it's not me. I'm the host.
So I make the decision.
You're the guest.
All right, okay.
Okay, so we're going to do it one at a time. Okay, are you ready for the first car? What if I don't know what the car is?
It'd be very funny.
tires on the back. Glad I thought of that. Glad I thought of that.
You thought of that?
Ready?
Yeah. Audi Quattro. Oh, that's a proper old Quattro. I once went up the hill at Goodwood in one of those with
Did you?
Stig Blomqvist driving, who was the legendary rally driver in those. Oh, right. So this is kind of a bit top Trumpsy because I've
It's
now got to
quite
look at that car
fun.
and think, is that employees puts his car in a ditch at 30 miles an hour, tow him out with it? No.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Oliver never existed. This is a car that you actually drove across Botswana, and I'd drive that anywhere. Time travel to a different decade. Your car needs to blend in and function in the 60s. It's not going to do that.
Where's this from? What?
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You're delivering blood to another hospital that's 2 hours away with urban and rural roads. This car needs to get you there on time but smoothly.
Is this like a rally car?
Yeah. Oh
So
my
maybe
God.
not that
It's-
one.
What?
Well, the blood's not going to be very safe. It's going to be like...
Need to get there on time but smoothly.
Fine.
The four-wheel drive system one, that was the birth of four-wheel drive road cars. I mean, Jensen did it with the FF. But
Yeah, obviously.
you're bored.
Not a clue. Carry on.
Or finally, you started a classic car restoration business, must sell this to fund the initial startup. I mean, they're valuable. So I've got to think, is that the most valuable car I'm going to see? Is it the fastest for delivering blood? It's not going to work with the 60s.
But also, can I just add,
I'd have ruined it in Botswana.
you must remember the wall because we're rating how cool it is. Like, you want a cool scenario and a cool car.
So does that mean a really crap car, but paired with the perfect scenario, could end up there?
And now you understand the cool
I'm
wall.
honestly, if I'm delivering blood to another hospital 2 hours away,
You're taking
on
this bad boy.
rural and urban roads, I'm doing it in that.
Respect.
Because
Respect.
it's just, that is V cool. Is it
I've
on
been given a
fire?
pen that doesn't work. I've been given a pen that doesn't work.
Nothing's
Jokes.
ever your fault,
Okay,
is it?
I'm going to give that to you.
Okay.
And you may
So,
now...
this is great. So I've picked the scenario. Now I have to judge.
You have to put it on the wall.
That's the perfect pairing. Come on. If you were in hospital and they said, it's okay, we're bringing some blood to you that's going to work. Oh no, what are they coming in? Audi Quattro. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
I'm putting that on fire.
You're
Don't-
joking.
Yeah. That is that.
But hang on, just out of all the scenarios and all the cars in the whole world, you think that is fire?
Think how cool it would look. And if you
No.
were giving it the big yee-haw,
But you know, in
and somebody
another-
said, what the hell are you doing in your Audi Quattro? I'm delivering blood. They'd say, get on, mate. That's cool.
Okay. How fire, though? Because don't forget, it goes all along. So not that fire. Between cool and fire.
Can I go there?
Of course you can, any way you like.
This is kind of freeing because it
Yeah.
used to be more strict than that.
No.
Okay.
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 Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm pleased. I enjoyed
You
that.
are on
so
the
wait,
wall.
I've now lost that scenario. Oh, I can't. So I put that. I write it on mine as well. You're delivering blood to another hospital.
Why?
Audi Quattro. So I've got a reference. I know what I've chosen.
Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Wait. Let
Oh,
me
sorry.
settle. Yeah.
Oh, it's quite fun because I can see them all. No, I mean, obviously I know them because I did
You
all of
can't
this.
choose them.
I'm not choosing them, I'm
Let's
just
come
having
out
a
at
little look.
random.
Ready?
Because then you'll know. You could choose them.
I'm not going to mess you around. I'm not going to mess you around. I promise. Ready?
The DRIVETRIBE Complicated Cool Wall will be available soon as a board game.
Oh, brilliant!
Come on.
Brilliant!
Why isn't it already? It probably is by the time you're watching this.
Are you ready?
Enjoy playing.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yes. Jensen.
This is a Jensen Interceptor.
I mentioned the Jensen Interceptor FF when I mentioned that.
That's good from you.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that can only be time travel to a different decade. Your car needs to blend in and function. What car would you pick to survive the 19? You wouldn't just survive the 1960s in that. You would be scraping men or women, depending upon your preference, off you.
So this is from the 60s. Yeah. Is the 60s like Austin Powers vibes?
Yeah. The 60s into 70s, actually.
Yeah. Groovy,
My
baby.
granddad, your great-grandfather,
Yes.
used to inspect every one of those off the line. That was his job. He
Really?
worked at Jensen, and every Jensen Interceptor that left the factory, he inspected.
So this one,
He will have inspected it.
that's quite cool actually.
And also, let me have a look, is that brown?
It is Pooh Brown.
If you ask my mother, your grandmother, he never used to stop moaning about the fact, couldn't believe it, terrible day today. Somebody's ordered one in brown.
Really hated that.
The other legendary thing, the funny thing about Interceptors, so my grandfather was quality inspection. They literally fell apart. And my granddad
I
had
don't
gone,
think he was
yep,
very
that's right,
good.
send it out into the world, it's ready to go.
I don't think he's very good at his job.
That's perfect then, that's the 60s. Yeah, fine.
That was quick, well done you.
Cool as I don't know what. Jensen. Big old American
And now,
V8 in it.
you must pop it on the wall.
Oh, well, I'm gonna...
But take a second to think about the scenario. How cool is it to go to different decades, in 60s, in that?
Excruciatingly cool.
Really? I haven't got a clue, Rich.
You know the story of how when the Mustang came out in America, they were queuing around the block, it was like they'd never seen anything like it. Kind of the cars that did that in the UK, the E-Type.
Yeah, obviously. And that bad boy.
Every, Peter Sellers had one. It was like, that was a cool car.
Okay.
You had either an E-Type or one of these.
Well, I personally would have an E-Type, but that's just me.
Right, I'm going to, that's even cooler.
What?
Yeah. This won't quite, I'm going to put,
Yeah, that's okay.
that's how it goes. That's...
God, we can tell this is your episode, really. That bit bottom.
Because it's... What?
Sorry.
We
So
need
it's
to
not
have a
about me.
word because
It's
you're
not
really...
about me.
Drive Tribe is about all of us, not just the youth.
Whatever. Ready?
About me as well.
Ready? Next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. A Subaru.
Yes, WRX. Which one is... I need to know which one it is. It's not a P1. It's 22B. Oh, my...
God, I've really done my research, haven't I?
Oh, no. Oh, no, that would be better than the Audi Quattro. But that's only exists because of the Audi Quattro.
And that's the game, baby. That's the game.
Oh, I should have delivered blood in it. Somebody's going to die because I'm in an old Audi Quattro and not in a 22B. Where's my blood? Is he here yet? No, he chose the Audi, not the Subaru. Sorry,
That's the
love, you
game.
had it.
That's the game.
Oh, bugger.
So let's see what your other
Oh,
options are.
no, I can't tow an employee out of a ditch in that. Oh, that's it. Hang on a minute.
Are you going to Botswana?
Yes, I am. Did you know? No.
Okay.
You started
you
a classic
selling it?
car restoration. I don't think there'd be a more valuable car.
How much do you think this would go for?
That's 22B, you're talking hundreds.
Shut
Oh, yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah. She's worth money. Of thousands.
Shut
I don't mean hundreds
up.
of pounds. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad.
God, car people are weird.
You are a car people.
Yeah, but that for like hundreds of thousands. You get brand new Bentley for 300
Wait, that's
grand.
the 22B. That's the recreation, isn't it?
That's the original.
That's the original, which they based the recreation on, which costs a fortune. Yeah, they're worth, that is utterly...
Should we consult Google?
Utterly...
Should we consult Google and see
Well,
how
they're
much
worth
it's
more
worth?
money because people now, well, they can't anymore, but they did buy them to turn them into the recreation that ProDrive did that was $500,000.
How much is a Subaru 22B? Shut the front door.
Go on.
Shut the front door. Anywhere between 150 grand
Yeah.
to 500,
they are.
half a
It is.
million
It is.
pounds.
Look, Martin is over there outside the smallest
Yeah,
conch.
that's not half a million's worth.
No, he's about 20 quid. But that's where he came from. That is one of the coolest cars. You know, when I was a kid,
Oh, God.
younger than you even, the bedroom wall poster car was the Lamborghini Countach.
Very cool.
But for your generation, it's that.
Is it?
Mm.
Actually, to be fair, some of my friends saw the Subaru the other day and they were like, oh my God.
Martin, yeah,
And I was
oh,
like,
God, yeah. Oh, yeah.
"Bleh."
You got stupid old Range Rover instead. Lovely old, really nice
you.
Range Rover.
So have you made your decision? That's quite sad because what you're doing,
It's
your scenario
heartbreaking.
is you're selling it.
Yeah, but I've got to raise most. And what I've done is pick what I suspect will be the most valuable car.
It's
that
a
comes out.
sensible decision from you, which is rare.
Rude.
Sorry, but it is.
Scooby-Doo.
So now you have to think,
Sadly, I'm going to have to sell it.
so how cool is that? Wow,
Okay.
maybe it is quite cool
Come on.
because you owned it to start
Yes.
with. You owned it, you had your
That
fun in
goes
it.
right up there.
You
That
can't
is.
put everything there.
Watch me.
Okay. Well, you have been given, by me obviously, because I set all of this up, you have been given some pretty cool cars.
Thank you, dearest.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all three of those cars. That.
So it's not quite as cool as the brown one.
No, because that in the 60s.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
It was 60s, I think 70s, 60s, but it's about the right. Yeah, it was.
Because also with the Subaru, what you could do in the scenario is you owned it, you had your fun in it, you sold it, you got a classic car restoration, it went really well, you buy it back. That would be quite cool.
From recent experience, and bearing in
it's not gonna
mind
happen.
we are sitting
Yeah, it's not gonna
right
happen.
outside,
not gonna
it
happen.
hasn't done
Yeah, but
that,
this
has
is,
it?
this is kind of a dream situation that we're in.
Yeah, I think that's. I'm happy with the positioning.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm having some difficulties, but it's okay.
I've seen. It's
Okay.
complicated.
Ooh. Ta-da.
Oh, look at it, Series 1. Is that proper 80s? That's a 40... Yeah, that's proper early. Oh.
Now I would.
That is with the import. Yeah, that is it. That is a
I have a
49.
feeling what scenario this one would be.
Oh, Botswana.
I'd have another look.
Ah, this is the vehicle I have to tow him out with.
You might be
God, it'd be
towing.
wrong to do it.
Well,
oh,
you don't
God.
have to.
Actually, that would be pretty.
You'd look cool doing it.
Yeah, you would. Has it got the capstan winch on it?
Please have a look.
No, it hasn't. But yeah, if okay, so I have a number of employees over there.
Yeah.
They're all precisely the kind of idiots who would put a car in a ditch.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if I turned up in Lizzie, yeah, that's pretty good. It's going to get me out of the ditch. Yeah, that's.
But you've got to think that
Ice cool.
if Isaac put his car in a hedge and you turned
leave
up
him to
in
die.
that, that's not very nice. But if you turned up in that, he'd be like, yeah, fair enough.
He'd put it in another ditch.
Yeah,
and
he
I'd have to
would.
do it again.
Yeah.
It'd become a weekly
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. And that is quite cool.
I think it's going to have to be. Yeah, it is. No, you're right. That's coolest tow car.
But how
God,
cool is it?
Epically cool.
But
Am I
compared
allowed to
those,
adjust once I've put them where they are?
You can have one minor adjustment.
Right, so I'm delivering blood. It's okay, it's coming in an Audi Quattro. Hi, I'm setting up a classic car restoration business and I got quite a lot of confidence I'm going to sell my 22B. Pretty cool. Back in the 60s, hello, my dear, where do we go in the Jensen? Those are very cool. All right, mate, you stuck in the ditch, idiot. Look what I've got to pull you out with. It's in there.
I don't think you're very good at the cool wall. The idea is not to put them all in fire. Also, did you know about this?
Oh,
This bucket. This is if it's like so cool, it's radioactive, and you have to put it in the bucket. And I wouldn't say that any of those are radioactive. For example,
well,
would
is
you,
it car and scenario?
Yeah,
though?
that's the
Right,
whole
so,
point.
So it's not just the Land Rover Series 1.
It's
pulling
the
an employee out of a
combination.
ditch with a Land Rover Series 1.
Which I don't actually think that's that cool.
Is that cooler than delivering blood in an Audi Quattro?
No.
Going back to the 60s in a Jensen Interceptor? Or selling your 22B? Actually, can I downgrade selling the 20? That's weird though, but I can't see a 22B not being the coolest segment.
I don't know, man. Would you like me to give an example of what I have put in the bucket before?
Yes.
Because I've been where you sit now. I've been a guest back in the day. I've leveled up now, I'm a host. But when I was a guest,
Yeah.
I put one thing in the bucket, and that was a new M2,
Yeah.
a baby blue one,
Yeah.
and I was an undercover police officer.
It's not very undercover, is it?
Yeah, but that's the point.
Oh, I see,
no one,
yeah.
you
No
know,
one expects
pull up
police.
to the lights.
Yeah.
I look like a boy racer. Someone's like, ooh, and I'm like, hey, gotcha, badge. And I can go as fast as I like completely legally.
Okay,
That's
that is,
pretty cool.
Right, I might have to have a little bit of a rethink because I might. Oh,
You can have one minor adjustment.
I'm gonna.
It's not meant to be this stressful. It's fun.
I'll play any game like this. I'm
Yeah,
getting
it's
really
not
upset.
real. This isn't going to happen.
I'm gonna have to downgrade selling the 22B
Okay,
because if I were really cool, I'd have a classic car restoration business and a 22B.
respect.
So I'm gonna put that back down to cool.
Go on then.
I think I've gone too far. To the
I
right
said
hand.
it from the start.
Okay, you're right.
Thank you.
So what we now have to do is place the land. Oh, right. So. Because what would be cooler than a Series 1 Land Rover, a Haglander, a Chieftain tank?
Also, you know, just pulling an employee out of the hedge, like, it's not that cool. Ooh. Yeah, I respect that.
Radical for
Yeah.
me not to put a Series 1 up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. But that's the game. That's what happens. It's cruel.
I've gone too far that way.
Yeah. But I would be happy with that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, are you ready for the last one? Now, the joy of this one is there's no decision making because the decision's already been made because you've only got one left.
Why don't we just find out what the scenario? I have to read it. All right. So
You're going to
Oliver
Botswana in this.
never existed, and this is the car you actually drove across Botswana in. Actually, it should have been in which you actually drove across Botswana because we're finishing on that.
Ooh. Are you ready? Would you like to know which car you're taking to Botswana?
I can't wait. So I'm going to Botswana. I drove the Okavango Delta, the Makadikadi Salt Flats to Kubu Island.
You're doing all of that
Yeah.
in this?
Yeah. Oh, bugger. That's
Yeah.
my E-Type.
It's not brilliant and you're going to get quite sandy.
I'm going to ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be,
Yeah.
oh no, but
Yeah.
but I'd look pretty cool.
You would look cool. And actually, you could mod it up quite well. Put it on massive tyres.
And the key thing was, when we got to the Makadikadi Salt Flats, which cars had never driven across before to Kubu Island, there's a sort of crust of salt. And if you go through it, there's thousands of feet of primordial goo. It's horrible, which is why they lightened their cars. The Lancer and the Merc, they took the doors and bonnet and stuff off them.
Oh.
But because Oliver was so light, and I didn't want to ruin him, I didn't. I left him as he was, and he made it across. So
Didn't
that
it sink
is,
at some point, though?
yeah, they all did, but he didn't sink. The other, I mean, they were much heavier.
Yeah.
That's light. I'm rejecting what
The
nature
wall has spoken.
Right, so he goes back there.
All right, I'll let you pop this where you want it.
Well, I'm.
It's a tricky one because going to Botswana and it would be cool.
Well, it would be. How cool would that?
Yeah, it would be
You're not
cool,
going to
yeah.
meet another one.
Do you know where the issue lies? Is, what is cool? Define cool. That's not where I would go.
Okay.
Oh wow, straight in there, no messing about.
So that is. Have we? Is that?
Are you happy?
Thank you for watching this, by the way.
Are you happy?
I think I am. There's a lot of rules in this new Cool Wall vibe. But yes.
Have you had a lovely time?
I've had a lovely time. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, thank you for being here and I hope you had a lovely time and maybe we'll see you again soon.
Well, I've got the hang of it, so I can do it again next time.
Thank you for watching the Drive Tribe Cool Wall. See you again soon.
Thank you for having me.